Okie dokie, boys and girls. So, is cardio killing your gains? I think this is a good topic because I've been doing cardio every day now for just over a year. I've been running every day. And in my opinion, cardio is emphasizing your gains. It's benefiting your gains if you do it in the right way. Of course, if you are going out there doing multiple hours of cardio every day, absolutely killing yourself, well, then it's going to kill your gains as well. Not only yourself, right? It's going to kill every bodily function that you have. But if you do it in the right amount, let's say 30 minutes a day, I think that's the sweet spot, and you do it very lightly, then it's not going to have an impact on your training, or at least not a heavy impact. And actually, the benefits that you get from the cardio itself, they will be far greater than the slight impact that you have on your training. You will be able to recover better in between sets. You will feel more energetic. Of course, you have your heart health as well, right? So many benefits from cardio. So they can only, right? It can only positively impact your training. And I've been doing the cardio now daily, like I said, for over a year. I just do 30 minutes every day running, and I do it at a light conversational pace. It's easy cardio. I'm not killing myself. And basically, because I do those 30 minutes, it's quite short. And after that, I really don't have any impact. I can go immediately into training even without eating anything in between. And yeah, basically just enjoy the benefits. Sometimes I'll do 1 hour of cardio, then I then notice it like a slight bit. Maybe I'll eat a banana in between my trainings. But in general, there's only benefits. And doing the cardio will make you so much more resilient, right? If you don't do cardio at all, you will be gassed immediately. But just doing light cardio, like a bit every day, like just to emphasize on the benefits of that, right? Like a good example, I guess, is I have been doing my running for a year, right? Every day, 30 minutes. Twice a week, it's like up to an hour, but nothing more than that, really. And 2 days ago, I went out there and did 50 kilometers of running in 5.5 hours. It's not very fast, of course, but it's still 50 kilometers, 30 miles for Americans, right? And I just do that based on some daily cardio. I am able to do that because I am doing daily cardio. Whereas if you put your standard bodybuilder out there who doesn't do any cardio and you ask him to run 50 miles, well, it's not going to go as great. And, it's not only like the cardio aspect, right? But you notice the difference in cardio, of course, in like endurance events, of course. If you do cardio, your performance will be 100 times better than like an average person who doesn't do cardio. But that endurance, that resilience also translates into training. And that's why I think, that's the recovery from your sets, but it's also the ability to push yourself hard, right? I think it translates into training, which is why I think cardio is benefiting your gains, right? Just do it a limited amount. I think 30 minutes is the ideal sweet spot, and do it lightly. If you were to hold a conversation, you could speak full sentences doing the cardio, right? Of course, you have to kind of break a sweat still, but yeah, that's kind of my opinion on that matter. Now, let's get into training. We have a push day. Yesterday was kind of a push day as well, but I guess that's kind of the consequences of running 50 kilometers. I'm unable to squat at the moment. So, yes, if you do that much cardio, you will be unable to train. Or if you do that often, right, it will affect your gains. But yeah, that's a one-time thing, or it won't happen very often. I won't say it's only a one-time thing. But anyway, yeah, push day. I'm gonna do some tuck planches for longer holds. I want to build the endurance, but also like my legs are still stiff, so I can't straighten them very well. So full planche holds no meaning at the moment, or straddle planche. So some tuck planche, maybe advanced tuck planche. Then moving on to some dips. Just a light pump, feel good training, like yesterday basically. Let's go. Alright, 20 seconds of advanced tuck planche. Let's do this for 2 more sets. Alright, it's actually quite difficult. Probably some influence from the last couple days as well, but endurance hold is really what I've been lacking. I've been training enough planche power, but not enough planche endurance. I need to add a touch of endurance as an accessory. It's kind of like if you train the planche and then do a single set of dips, it's gonna carry over immensely, so you get good at dips. And I think it's gonna be the same with the planche, where I can train power, do maybe 1 or 2 sets of endurance, and it's gonna carry over greatly. So that's definitely something I'm gonna add once I'm fully recovered. Alright, I'm gonna do some dips now. Let's move on. Alright, so I'm doing some dips here. Now, I've made a video before where I was mentioning the big 4 exercises of calisthenics, and outside from the leg exercises, which was squat and Nordic curl, I was saying that for pull and push, it was front lever and planche. Now, a lot of people were confused as to why it's not the pull-up and the dip, you know, the normal pull-up and the normal dip. And in my opinion, that's just my opinion, but it's because the planche and the front lever have a greater carryover to the dip and the pull-up than vice versa. So for example, if you take a strong plancher, he can dip like 90, 100, 110, so even 120 kilos, right? Without any training. And if they do limited training, it goes even higher. But if you take world-class dippers, right, and they've never trained the planche before, and you let them do the planche, they can't do it because the carryover is limited. Of course, they are strong, they have the strength, but they don't have the straight arm strength. They don't have the tendon strength required for a planche. So for me, it's kind of like the food chain thing, you know? Big animals and strong animals eat other animals, and the planche kind of eats all other exercises. It carries over into all other exercises that you can think of. Not only calisthenics, but also the gym, right? You have a strong planche, you can bench a lot, you can overhead press a lot. For the front lever, you have a strong front lever, you can deadlift a lot, you can do a lot of pullovers, you can basically do any pulling exercise that you want. So that's why for me, I think the planche and the front lever are like more of the big 4 exercises in calisthenics than the dip and the pull-up. That's just my opinion though. That's just how I like to see it. Alright, I have a next set here. I'll explain in a minute what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm doing some dippies and I feel sore from yesterday, so that might explain why the planche was so difficult as well. But basically what I'm doing is a set every 2 minutes. The remaining time is rest, and I'm ascending. So the first set was 10 reps. This set was 20 reps. Now I'm gonna do 30, 40, and 50 reps, or try to. So it's gonna be quite difficult, but this is like the ascending way of training, and I like it a lot because it lets you gradually go into things, you know. And when you're tired, you know, you want to kind of gauge how your body is feeling. That's very great, and it's also a safe way of training because at no point you are overstraining your body just like bam, out of nothing, right? You're always gradually building things up. So yeah, I'm gonna take the remainder of my rest time, work my way up 30, 40, 50, and that's gonna be a good finisher for today's workout because, you know, it's high rep, it's low weight, so it's basically just pumping some blood into my muscles, allowing my body to recover, get a good pump, you know, head home happy. Or I guess I am home, but head to work happy. So yeah, I'll catch you at the other side of the dips. Yeah, buddy. that's that's a sick ass pump. Whew. All right. Alrighty. So those dips. I mean, I'm of the opinion that dips don't do a lot for planche, but I like to think that it will indirectly do something for my endurance work. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 reps, and it was a set every 2 minutes, so not too much rest either. And I'm very satisfied with that. My triceps and my shoulders are fucking destroyed. I guess when you learn the dip from the planche, you don't use your chest that much, but even my chest I still feel. So yeah, very nice. And yeah, very happy with today's training. I mean, it was not a lot of planche, right? But in these times that we're recovering from some other crazy stuff, like a 50-kilometer run, well, basically what you can do is some stretching, which I did off camera. You can do some light pump stuff, to get the blood flowing and basically enjoy yourself, get a good pump. And, keeping active, I think it will actually speed up the recovery because let's say I didn't do any exercise for 5 days, even if all the soreness was gone after that, and I doubt it would have been, right? But even then, I would have to come back into training, right? When you let your body crash fully after like an intense workout or like an intense run in this case, right? And you let your body crash fully, you're gonna be like down way bad, and you're gonna have to climb all the way up. Your body's gonna be rusty. It's gonna take time to get back into the swing of things, right? But if you just keep active at like a low intensity, you're not gonna crash as badly and also be able to pick back up more quickly. So basically, less of a peak downwards and a faster climb back up is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep working out light workouts for the next couple of days. As soon as I'm able to squat again, I'm gonna do a leg day because I do believe that I have to, keep in the swing of things there as well. But for now, upper body as it is, you can call me a leg day skipper all you want because I guess at the moment you are right. And, I will do my cardio as well. I hope you do your cardio as well. Don't take the whole cardio is killing your gains thing as an excuse to skip your cardio because it's a whole load of bull crap, bullshit though. And yeah, basically, I don't think there's anything true to it unless you are really killing yourself during cardio for hours upon hours, which I don't think most of you guys are doing. So if you're not doing anything at all, head out for a walk, head out for a run, head out for whatever, go on your bicycle, get outside, do something, get active, break a sweat, and basically see your gains multiply. That's it for today's training. Tomorrow is going to be a pool day. And yeah, now I'm just going to have a shower and some breakfast. So see you tomorrow. All right.